What is up, everyone? Hope you had a great week of trading. It is the end of the year, so things are getting a little sloppy and they're just not displaying price as nicely as I would like it for my strategy. So, not the best of week for me in the Forex market, and in the futures market, I was up and then down some. So, ended with a little bit of profit. I'm done with Forex for the rest of the year. I'm going to take the rest of this month off, probably the first week of January as well, just to get the markets kind of back to normal and having the volume that I'm used to trading with. So next year I will not be trading December, probably Thanksgiving to the end of the year, if we're gonna be honest about that. Futures I'd probably trade through November and then stop in December. So before we get started on this week and the last week of these market breakdown reviews, click the link below and join our Discord server. You could get in for free. You get access to a little bit of stuff, and then there's 3 different tiers. Which when you join the Discord server, it'll break it all down for you to see what you get access to at what level. But if you just want to join and get the free content, then go ahead and click that link below or join us, because next week I won't be doing a review. I'll be on vacation. And then we go into the new year, and all of these will be in the Discord, and we're going to try to do them live. So, should be some fun. Anyways, let's get down to the market performance projections review. I forget what I labeled these. MRP, market review projections. Right away on Monday, we came up, took that liquidity, dropped off. Then we came up, we had the inflation, and that shot price up. It was a huge spike. Let's see, what was this? 123 pips within an hour. Shot up, came back down a little bit. I was hoping it came down to this buy side liquidity, but didn't really get a pullback down into that zone. So that first trade of the week on Tuesday for me, it was partials. I got out, I think on this candle. I got my partials out. Then it came back, and I think spread took me out, if I remember correctly. Then price kind of came back up. I thought we were kind of over this and we were going to come back down into this zone first before going up to this order block, but I was immediately wrong. Price smacked me out of there. Then we finally got into this 4-hour order block. Price dropped down again. Really went up into that 4-hour order block about halfway, since the text is about halfway in the block when I draw it. So took that. I was ready for a sell. That one was a full win right there, but because of my partials, I'm still at half risk from last week. Went down to a quarter risk. So this was only a quarter risk and 0.25% risk. So even though it was a nice trade, I barely covered this, and um, some of the last loss. So that saved my account right there. And then towards Friday, because we dropped down in here, I was looking to kind of go back up, but it looks like this 4-hour order block has shifted direction, so we might be going back down next week, going into the next year. So you could see price went into this order block, 4-hour, came back down. Now this level will be something we're looking at. That is the 1055.73. If price pierces through this, we might be going down here. Or if we keep going, maybe the market shifts and we're looking to fill in down here maybe. So I'll have my eye on that. There's also this one down here. So this could be a shift, but you could see price has done that a few times and took off. This one's looking more like this one. It filled the gap in already, so this one was just filling in the gap, or the first gap at least. So keep an eye on that. We might be shifting, coming back down into these zones. So let's remove the drawings and let's remark up our weekly zone. So we have our weekly premium, weekly discount. Go to that monthly real quick. The monthly is still the same as the weekly. We got that monthly discount down here. You can see we have this big gap here on the weekly, so I'm gonna draw it in on the week or the monthly. So we got that fair value gap on the monthly. Got this little one up here, so maybe price digs into that. And we're talking like really small, so maybe in the weekly that'll open up. And yeah, there's really nothing. We got this breaker up here it could go into if price wants to keep going up, but I think we're gonna do a pullback before we keep going up. So let's go down to the weekly again. You could see this gap is small one there. For the most part, it got filled in. So let's just take this off. And if we dial in this, we have a fair value gap for the weekly. All right. So let's go down to the daily now. So down here, this right here is the overlap. So fair value gap on the daily. That's going to be our hot zone. So I'm going to delete these other ones now. This is kind of the overlap, which this is what I should be keeping my eye on. And for daily liquidity, we'll just put these up here. Got the buy side, sell side. And that's pretty much it. I mean, we could put this here and that, but the weekly's kind of already speaking for that. And no real gap. This is the order block though, so we're going to want to mark this off. Because if price continues, it's probably going to dip into here and go. So we want to see how price is reacting to this level right here. And on the 4 hour, you could see it's filling in this fair value gap. We could refine this order block. Not really the best one because it kind of already pierced through and then took off. So I'm going to leave it on the daily. Zoom out a little bit. We do have another nice one right here. Bring that in a little bit. Order block. 4 hour. And that's all I'm going to do for this. I mean, we got this other one right here. Mark it up real quick. Because it is going to overlap with our fair value gap. So if we do shift price from this bullish trend down bearish, you can see this is kind of where we're targeting for shorts. So we'll see how next week plays out. Like I said, most likely I'm not going to be trading just because Forex at the end of this year, you can see how tight the ranges are getting, and it's just kind of whipping back and forth where price, was moving. Now we're just kind of moving up, but it's it's nothing clean to get on some good trades. So probably just gonna watch this, not do any trades. We got building permits and durable goods, personal spending, and personal income to end the year. Let's go to S&P. I've been a little more proactive marking these charts up, and I do use NinjaTrader for all my executions, so I have not marked up my trades here just because right now I don't have a lot of time to sit after the trade session. I'm usually moving on with my day. So once I have time to sit with the trade sessions, I'll make sure all these are marked up for the Discord community so you could really get a deep dive in the executions I'm doing and how we could learn from them and execute better next week. Or if they're already flawless, maybe there's a way to trail my profits and I got out too early. These markets are a lot cleaner. They went up and then down. That's why I was still able to trade these. I just, with the news that came out, there was a lot of drop and heavy price swings. So sometimes they did catch me off guard with these wicks and take me out and stuff. So, anyways, Monday broke quick. Then we spiked up into, I think this is like a daily. Oh, a monthly rejection block. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I marked off that giant wick. Price came back in and is dropping. So especially with what's going on right now, I do think we're going lower. And I think we're coming into this zone. So prices consolidating, they could be accumulating orders. Pretty much there's just uncertainty right now. And it's the end of the year. So since June we kinda just been back and forth right here. So I think we're gonna spike one more time, and if we get our stuff together, we turn around. Otherwise, yeah, price could be coming down into this area, which is not gonna be too hot. If we look back at 08-ish area, $868, right? Let's see how much fluctuation we had since this one. So we've already moved and dropped more than here. But we were going from 15 down to 6, so pretty much half. And now we're going from 48 down to 35, so it doesn't look as bad, but it's pretty bad. So let's go down to the 1 hour again. Continuous breaking. I don't remember what news was on today or right here, but we did shoot up into the liquidity right here. So we took that and we created the Tuesday high. So I'm pretty sure that this was not a trade, even though it looks beautiful. Went in there, there just was no lower time frame setup for me. So I'm almost 100% I missed this trade right here. Price fell off nicely though. Created the Tuesday low, went back up, came back down into pierced through the Tuesday low, created the Wednesday low, retraced all the way up into this order block, shot right back down, and then dropped off again. Created a Wednesday low, took that out, tested it again. So for retail, this was a perfect trade, right? Breakout, retest, take a sell, and rip it down. We finally got back through the weekly open. So we are now on a bearish candle, right? Big wick. So if we look at it, go down to the weekly, giant wick, dropped off. So this is a very, very, very bearish sign. And if we readjust this rejection block, look at that. Bodies respected this, pierced through it, dropped off. So not looking too good. Looks like we're going into bearish times. going to be going down into this order block, mitigation block here is getting tapped and could come here and turn around, or we pierce right through it. So we'll be keeping an eye on that next week. Let's go back to the weekly flow. And then price just kind of dropped, came back, dropped, came back, dropped some more. So very bearish, complete shift in price delivery. Once we broke through here, you kind of knew we're going down. And then you broke through here, we're going down. So let's mark this up for the week. Remove drawings. And these indicators that you see, this one is almost completed. These ones, you gotta go to lower time frame. These ones with the markup of price, they're being worked on. So the only one that is currently available and free right now is this guy right here, which is a higher time frame EMA. So if we go to the daily, that is the EMA. It's a 10 and 20. So it's pulling that day EMA, and we're going to use it on lower time frames so we don't get lost in the trend. So this is free. It's on TradingView if you look up Forexation, or if you join our Discord, I posted a link as well. That is a free indicator for everyone to use. And we're working on these, so let's mark up what we got going on right now. So far for the weekly premium or monthly premium, monthly discount. I know we're still on this month, but it's the range I want to look at for now, because on the weeklies, it's literally the weekly range, so we could just mark that up as the weekly range. And then we could mark the previous monthly low. All right. Go down to the weekly. Perfect with this swing right here marked up. All right, so we got the buy side liquidity right here. And sell side down here. We'll just line that up. Now, price is dropping. What am I looking for? I'm looking for it to go into this order block. And you might be asking why I started marking these order blocks up as from the body down to the wick. So it's the way that price is delivering. So price opened here and delivered lower. So that's my order block. Let's say if we're marking this one, we would go where price opened to the delivery of the upside, because this is the, or we would actually do it from this body up to this wick. And you could see right there, pierced it and came down. So you're just marking it up to that price delivery of the opposite direction that price just pierced through. So if price pierced up, we're doing that downside delivery. Price pierced down, we're doing that upside delivery. So like I was saying, I'm pretty bearish on the E-mini S&P, as well as most of the markets. I'll show you on this new tab I have set up. So we're going to be filling in this liquidity void, which is a 4 hour. So price has already been doing that. 50% is literally where that daily order block is. So that's perfect timing. So I would really like to see price drop into this probably early in the week with how this candle formed. We dropped, pullback, dropped, good pullback, but the body's came back and closed down. So I think we're gonna drop down, and if we do come back, it might be later in the week. So we might get a drop off and then a retracement. So or we just melt down into here. Just what I'm looking for in my analysis for this week. I'm not gonna mark up anything else because I'm gonna start doing like the monthly week or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday highs and lows, and the liquidity. So I want these lines to start being just the ones we're identifying with first. Now, price could completely change and fill up these gaps up here, but most likely we're gonna reach this 50% line. That's crazy how it lined up exactly at 50%. All right. So this is what I've been looking at to compare the S&P, Nasdaq, and the Dow Jones all together. And you could see kind of how they react with each other. So I'm not going to dive into this too much. I'm just going to give you guys something to look at over the weekend. How I use this is I look for the price that's diverging against the other two. And this is grabbing liquidity where this is continuing the downtrend. So if I was scanning through these three, this would most likely be the one I'm going to trade on that day. Now they all kind of had similar flow after that, and this had a nice little pullback and then dropped some more. But this would be the one I'm kind of trading on. You could see price fell and just kind of kept going down lower. This kind of came back a little bit. So that would have been the one I traded for that day. That is what I'm looking for when I'm figuring out which of these three I'm going to trade that day. So that's all I'm going to give you guys. This will be more into the advanced part of the Discord courses, which I have not created yet. So don't think you're going to dive in and learn this right away. You're going to grow with me, and I'm going to take you through the process over the next year. So lots of training to do next year. Hope you guys are in on the Discord. Like I said, there's a free version. You get access to a little bit of it. Then there's the Mentee, which you get access to everything besides the courses and the Inner Circle stream. Then there's the Mentee Plus. You get access to the courses and the server. And then there's the Inner Circle member, which gets access to everything, courses, and as well as the private meetings we're going to have and mastermind sessions. So I'll see you guys all in the Discord. Hope you have a great year ending, and we'll see you in the next year. Peace.